Hey guys, Jerry West here. Happy Monday. I'm on a little bit later than usual, 1 p.m. Eastern Time instead of 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Let me share this to my groups and we'll get things started here. All right. Feel free to share this video on your wall or with your team if you feel that I'm providing value every week. This is lesson 26 from my book, 52 Lessons from Network Marketing. Okay? We're going to talk about today the prison of what other people think. Are you stuck there? When you hop on, do me a favor, give me a shout out. Let me know where you're watching from, number one. If you'd like to share this, you could start a watch party on your wall. It's a great way to share a lot of value with a lot of people. Please tap those hearts in the bottom right corner because I like to see those hearts flying across the screen. Tap a whole bunch of hearts for me. Let's say good morning. Hey, Heather. Good morning. How are you? All right. Shared. Awesome. This is going to be full of value. Good morning, Pam. How are you? How's it going today? Cheryl, what's going on? How's Michigan treating you? Hey, Doug. How's Pennsylvania? Probably about the same, I'd say, as Buffalo, New York, right? Nash Vegas, what's that mean? Heather, what's going on? Heather Green. Will, what's up, buddy? Pennsylvania in the house. Gail, Phoenix, Arizona in the house. Wisconsin in the house. All right. Lisa, how's it going? Good to see you. Kelly, good to see you from Nashville. Yeah, it feels like spring here today. We had sub-zero temperatures last week. And yesterday and today, it's in the 50s and everything is melting very quickly. Hey, Joy from Orlando, how are you? All right, so let's talk about the prison of what other people think. A lot of us are stuck there and we don't even know it, okay? To different degrees. There's a lot of smart people out there that they don't think they're stuck in the prison of what other people think, but they are. And I could give you an example. So I talked to this lady who's thinking about joining my team, and she's, obviously she has a very successful professional career. And we're talking about how is she going to build this business, right? Well, my first thought is you have a huge network. She spent years building a network of people. All these connections, all these contacts, she's got a huge network. And as you know, this is called what? Network marketing. So we market to our network. Of course, the bigger your network is when you first get started, the better off you are, right? But some of us don't have a big network when we get started, so we have to start to build a bigger network. But wherever we start with our network, and then we build our network every single day. We're always growing our network. So back to the story. This lady has a huge network, right? So my first response to her about how are we going to market this business? How are we going to build this business? Well, the best thing you can do is contact everybody in your network and tell them what you're up to. See if they're open to your products or your opportunity. Just see if they're open. And the response was, oh, no. I don't want to do that because my network knows me as X or whatever her career is. I'm not going to mention names or anything. My network knows me as this, and I've spent a long time building up my reputation, and the last thing I'd want to do is approach them all with my network marketing products or business. Ooh. Yeah. You guys feeling that pain? How many people actually, I'm interested. How many people on here, give me a 1 in the comments, if you kind of felt that way when you first got started in network marketing. That, maybe you had a huge contact list from your current job or, you have a traditional business and you have a current client list or whatever, all these people in your network, and you felt like, I really want to do this business, but, I don't want to approach people I know with this because it might ruin my reputation if people if I tell people I'm doing one of those business things from home, ooh, yeah. Have you ever felt that way? Heather's a good example, right? Owns a flower shop, you know, and believe me, I understand that. Okay, because the first company I ever got involved with was an energy company, and I was selling advertising for a local group of community newspapers at the time. So I had, you know, from my prior job that I had for 8.5 years, I had a huge list of contacts there, whole bunch of salespeople there, money-oriented people. I had people I worked with that were fellow salespeople at the newspaper where I was working. And I have a list of clients of that company, you know, 300, 400, 500 business owners. So did I want to go out and contact all those people and muddy the waters for my job, for my current position? You know, I was a little bit scared to do that. But that's because I was living in the prison of what other people think. What are these people going to think of me? I'm a guy selling them advertising, and then all of a sudden I'm going to be a guy calling them asking to look at a business opportunity. They're a business owner. I wasn't even a business owner at the time yet. Why are they going to listen to me? It's, you know, that's fear of rejection, really. Fear of, is somebody else going to think I'm stupid? Is somebody else going to say no to me? Is somebody else going to think my home business is silly and scammy and spammy or one of those pyramid things? So I'm so scared to contact them because I don't want to get that response that instead of taking the shot, I don't even take the shot. That's like the worst thing you can do. Like if you think the worst thing you can do is take the shot and it fails, or take the shot and somebody yells no at you or boo to you or pyramid scheme to you or what are you doing that for to you or whatever. If you think that's the worst thing that can happen, you're wrong. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. The worst thing that could happen is you don't even take the shot. You don't take the shot. So, you know, here's this lady who's got this huge network and she wants to build this business. How many people think, give me a 2 in the comments, if she opened up a restaurant or a coffee shop, that she would be contacting all these people, getting them, come on down to my restaurant and try it out. Come on down to my coffee shop and try it out. You know, if she opened a flower shop, Heather, if she opened a flower shop, she'd be contacting all her friends. If you guys are getting flowers for Valentine's Day, you got to come check out my flower shop, right? Wouldn't be any qualms about that. But now we're starting a part-time home-based business, and all of a sudden it's like, I don't want to tell my network about this. I don't want to tell people that I'm doing one of these things. Well, I don't know, you know? I mean, honestly, I've built a network of people on social media over the course of years, which I was more than happy to launch my business to when I launched this business. Okay? Because I learned over time that what really matters is not what they think of me or what they think of what I'm doing, but it's what I think of me. It's what I think of what I'm doing. The result of me talking to person A, B, or C doesn't matter. What matters is the end result of the people that get involved, the people that want to do something. That's what matters to me. Helping the people that want to do something, not the negative person that says no, not the idiot that is uneducated and screams pyramid scam in my face. I don't care about them. I care about the person that raises their hand, that steps forward and takes that first step and says, I want to do this. That's the person I'm looking for, okay? Nobody else bothers me anymore. You have to let these people go. You have to let the result of every conversation go. And you have to let the I don't want to bother anybody stigma go, because that's really what it is sometimes. It's people get started and they either A, they want to get away with just doing a couple posts on their Facebook wall and doing nothing else and just praying somebody comes to them to buy their product, right? So we're trying to either A, hide behind our computer screen and just post and hope people come to us because we're afraid of what they might think of us if we actually approach them, or B, we don't want to bother them, oh, God forbid, I should bother somebody with my goals and my dreams. Well, I'm sorry, but if my goals and my dreams bother you, then you can unfriend me, right? I mean, you got to have that attitude. And that's eventually the attitude that I adopted. And I'm here telling you this today, especially if you're early on in your network marketing career and you're going through these thoughts in your mind of, oh, I don't want to muddy the waters. I don't want to bother my friends. I don't want people to know I'm doing this. Well, guess what? You're going to have to get past that if you're going to be successful. You're going to have to grow to the point where your mindset is so strong that that stuff doesn't bother you anymore. That the only thing you're focused on is what your goals are. The only thing you're focused on is helping others and what their goals are. You're not focused on the naysayer, okay? Have you ever let a naysayer bother you? I have. If you ever let a naysayer bother you, give me a 3 and be honest in the comments. Give me a 3. I've let naysayers bother me. I mean, I let a naysayer bother me the other day, actually. It doesn't really happen much anymore, and I could get past it just like that, but people say stuff, You ever have a negative person comment on your post? I've had people start this business, and they post something, they get one negative person commenting on their posts, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, I don't want to post anymore because I got somebody saying this, that, and the other thing, and I'm bothering my friends and my family. And that is a mindset thing, guys. You have to get past that if you're thinking that, okay? I saw somebody the other day on a post, and somebody posted about CBD oil. Imagine that. Somebody on Facebook posting about CBD. So the person commented, yeah, just make sure it's not from one of those MLM companies because they dilute the quality of their product and they make it overpriced because they're trying to make a profit. Did I have a problem with that? Yeah. It's not going to stop me from taking action or anything. I'm just saying, that irritated me. Now, if somebody's having issues or they just get started in this type of business and somebody else makes that comment, they might think to themselves or start to justify it to themselves, is that person right? Should I not post about this anymore because it looks like I'm promoting something that is not right, or I'm not, it's a belief thing, it's whatever. So my comment to that person is, okay, so you're going to make a blanket statement about an entire industry just because of the business model a company chooses. Like, if you're a multi-level marketing business model, your product is obviously made with cheap ingredients and the price is inflated just to make money, right? But a brick and mortar company would never do that, or a traditional, Amazon store company would never do that, right? That's a bunch of BS. Like, why would anyone ever think that? But people have these things in their mind, and you're not going to change their minds. And the point is, you can't let that bother you. You can't let what other people think about what you're doing bother you. You can't let attacks from other people, like attacks on your industry, attacks on your company, attacks on your product. I've had people come on my post and just to be haters, and say that, yeah, your product is actually not healthy for people and blah, 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 blah. What do? Like, honestly, I know some people that'll get in a pissing match with these people and comment back and forth and argue or screenshot them and call them out on Facebook and waste all this energy because you're so angry about what this person just said to you. But meanwhile, all I do is click the unfriend button or click the block button, and that's the end of it. I delete the comment and I unfriend, and if necessary, I will block. And that's it. I don't need someone I don't know, hater, coming on my post. So yeah, it does bother me, but I'm not going to live in that prison. I'm going to get it out of sight, out of mind, but I'm not going to let it stop me from posting again. I'm not going to let it stop me from going to the next person. You have to get your belief level stronger is what it is, okay? If you care so much, if you're in that situation, back to the lady, that has a professional career and this huge network of connections, but her only concern is, I got to figure out a way to do this business so that my network is not contacted about it or they don't know about it because I don't want to go to them with this. That's a mindset thing. If you're thinking that at all, you really have to do some more personal development, because for me, it took until I could get my mindset to the point where it was strong enough and I believed in what I was doing so much and I believed in my company and my product so much that how could I not tell everybody about it? Once people can see that your belief level and your conviction is so strong that you're not going to be swayed by any negativity, that you're not going to be bothered if they say yes or no, then it doesn't matter. You're not going to ruin your reputation. You're going to ruin you're going to look bad in front of people if you go, I got this thing and I wanted to tell you about it, and if you seem so scared and desperate, then they're going to be like, whoa, red flag, what's going on here? But if you're confident and you believe in yourself, and all that stuff comes from personal development, and you believe in what you're doing 1,000%, then it's not going to come across that way. People out there are going to respect the fact that you're doing something that you have conviction, right? Because chances are, even if you think it's going to bother your network, what you're doing, you're still looking at somebody else who's successful in network marketing that wasn't worried or concerned about contacting their network and is extremely, extremely successful. And you're looking up to that person and you're admiring them and you're doing the compare-itis thing. Well, guess what? They did it because they weren't afraid to do what you're afraid to do. So don't be afraid to do it anymore. And if you are afraid to do it, the only way to get over that is to just do it. Just start reaching out to people. Make a commitment today that you're going to start reaching out to people, your chicken list. Just, write your list down. Do you want to see these people join your company or start selling the same products you're selling with somebody else because you were afraid to tell them? Because that happens, guys. That happens all the time. I tell my team this all the time. Now is the time to get out there and make your list and contact every single person you know and just tell them what you're doing and seeing if they're open to taking a look at it. Because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to tell them first. And if somebody else tells the top people on your list, the ones that are successful, the ones you're afraid to talk to because you're scared about what they might think about it, if somebody else goes and tells them and a few of them think it's a great idea and hop on board and start this business on some other person's team, that's going to be an even worse feeling than actually sucking it up and picking up the phone or doing a walk-in visit or whatever you need to do, contacting people via text message. I don't care if you're using Morse code or smoke signals. Get out there and contact every single person you know and let them know what you have going on before somebody else does. Okay? So stop living in the prison of other people's opinions. Other people's opinions don't matter. Look at the post I made on my Facebook wall. I think it was it yesterday's post or the day before? I'm not sure. But it says on there, I was mocked. I was scared. I was made fun of. People pointed fingers at me. People thought I was silly for doing what I was doing. Shit, I sat at lunch with a coworker when I first started in network marketing and got made fun of practically daily. How's your energy business doing, Jerry? How's your pyramid? I dealt with this daily, but I didn't let it stop me doing from what I was doing. I stayed focused and I kept working on getting better every single day. That's all I did. I didn't use it as an excuse to stop. I didn't use it as justification for why I shouldn't continue to do this business. No, I used it as motivation to get better. I kept working on myself to get a little bit better every single day. And if you have to reprogram your entire brain to do this business, it could take a while. It took me 6 years. See, I need both hands for that. 6 years. It took me 6 years to make a six-figure income in this business. 6 years. Some people do it a lot faster, even if they've never done network marketing before. Some people are willing to step outside their comfort zone faster. But I never gave up. And I worked on myself every single day. And I wanted to quit so many freaking times. And there were so many times I was afraid to talk to people because of what they might think of me. And until I truly, truly got over that and just said, you know what? WTF, who cares? Like, who cares? What matters most is my family and my team's success. And everybody out there that's looking for what I have, those people I can help. I'm looking for the ones I can help. So let's do it, okay? All right, you guys getting value out of this? Give me some fist bumps. Give me some arm flexes if you're getting value out of this. Emojis. If you guys don't have a copy of my book here, 52 Lessons from Network Marketing, you could get it on Amazon or Kindle, all right? You can also watch all these past videos in my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group called 52 Lessons from Network Marketing. It's a personal development group for anybody in any company. Just request to join the group, and I'll let you in there. There's no spamming or pitching in there, so it's a safe haven for everybody. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just look for Jerry West on YouTube. I have a 52 Lessons playlist. All of my past videos are in the Facebook group, and they're on my YouTube channel there. Who's ready for a challenge? Anybody ready for a challenge? So a lot of times our beliefs, or almost all the time, our beliefs are based on the people that we spend the most amount of time with, right? So I'm not asking you to throw people in your family out the window, okay? Yeah, they don't have to agree with you or support you, but you still gotta love them, right? They're blood, they're your family. But do me a favor. Here's a challenge, and I want you guys to accept it. Yeah, here's a challenge. So you're gonna make 2 lists, okay? 2 lists. Each list is gonna have 5 to 10 names on it. Okay, 5 to 10 people. 2 completely different lists, all right? So the first list is going to be 5 to 10 people that you spend the most amount of time with. These could be, other business owners. These could be people that you work with, that you have lunch with, college friends of yours, whatever. The people that you spend, the 5 to 10 people that you spend the most amount of time with, I want you to write that list. And then next to each name, I want you to determine whether that person supports your vision, supports your dreams, supports you, or whether you think that they're a naysayer and they're dragging you down. So if you feel they support everything you're doing, blah, can't even talk. If they support everything you're doing, write a yes next to the name. If they don't, and they're always naysaying you or trying to talk you off the ledge or say, you really should quit doing that thing. You really got to back down. Oh, that thing's never going to work. If that kind of person, you're going to put a no next to their name. And then, you're going to have to make a concerted effort and decide which of those people you should be continue to spend a lot of time with, and which of those people maybe you probably should spend less or very little time with. And if it's, like I said, if it's people in your family, you deal with people in your family. But if we're talking about coworkers and friends, easy or hard, you got to detach yourself a little bit from the negativity. Seriously, got to get rid of it. Second list, 5 to 10 people that you currently do not spend time with. This is 5 to 10 people that you maybe are an acquaintance with. Okay, maybe they're a business owner in your town or a successful person that that you work with, that you don't really spend a lot of time with. What I want you to do is make that list, 5 to 10 people of successful people, like people that you should be spending time with, but you don't. You know them, they know you. Maybe you currently don't have that much of a relationship, but what I want you to do is reach out to these people and just set up a coffee or something. Just get to know these people and start building a relationship, okay? You don't have to pitch them on your business the second you reach out to them. You can go sit down and have a coffee. They're going to ask what you've been up to. You can tell them about it then, right? But I want you to start spending time with some people that you consider maybe to be above you. Networking up is what they call it, okay? You want to network up, because what really matters is not whether they join your opportunity or not, but if these people are as successful as they should be to be on this list, just by virtue of spending time with people that are more goal-oriented and more success-oriented, you're going to begin to talk about and think about, it's going to be a whole different conversation is what I'm saying, than look at the other list of the people that you wrote no that don't support you and think about how those conversations go. A conversation with somebody that you should be spending more time with, maybe somebody that you view as more successful as you are right now, that conversation is going to be a lot different because those people think about and do different things than the people on the other list that you wrote no next to. All right, so that's your challenge for the week. I hope you guys got value out of this. Again, give me fist bump emojis and arm flex emojis if you got value out of this. It's lesson 26 out of 52 lessons. The prison of what other people think. Break yourself free from it. Have a great one, guys.